It's been a busy last couple of months, but it is officially time to harvest. Now, my wife and I have been out at the farm getting the piglets settled into their new home, and she named all 17 of these little guys. Are you ready to go, dear? It is time to go to the farm.
Just give me a second to put my shoes on.
And that means 20 minutes.
Meanie.
I don't see you in the truck.
I'm working on it.
Well, work on it faster. Welcome on back to the old school, everybody. It has been far too long for a check-in, but we've been really booked up working with Wyatt and Ronald, and they have been nice enough to let us use their combine to help us knock out this harvest. We're still going to be using my old New Holland, but I have been getting some leads on a possible replacement for the next year. Honey, do you happen to have your list as to why you named these pigs this, or you just named them the way they are?
Well, I wanted to give the siblings matching names, so one set of pigs has names that start with P's because they're pigs, and then the other half have names that start with H's because they're hogs.
That's very nice, honey. Sadly, Papa Pig has passed. Zeus went out strong. We'll just say that. He made for some nice bacon.
Well, and now he's got a son named Prince to take up the mantle.
Your Greek mythology, honey. It's adorable. I gotta work on getting some equipment fired up and warmed up. My wife's gonna take you guys around and show you the new pigs.
So, like my husband said, we've got a bunch of little pigs running around. Look, you can see like half a dozen of them right there. Here we have Polly. Look at the cute little stuffs. And then we have Prince, so this will be the heir to Zeus's throne, if you want to call it that. Not exactly a very clean place in here, but I'm sure he's proud. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to wake you up, little fella, and you got little brother or sister running by over there.
Are you having fun up here, honey?
Oh, so much fun, dear. They keep moving around. It's hard to figure out their names when they keep moving. And here we got Percy, for all of you Percy Jackson fans. And here we have Holiday, because, you know, she's gonna be at some sort of holiday. I mean, on the table. We got a little Poppy. We got a little Hamish, which is appropriate considering that, you know, Hammy. Here we got Porky. In case you couldn't tell, I like names that revolve around their purpose in the end. I told the husband a couple of weeks ago we should just take out this wooden fence because all it does is cause more work for us when the pigs get outside of it, but he hasn't apparently gotten around to removing that yet. Of course, it's difficult to catch them all when they're running around the pen, but I did name them all. So we have Honey, Holiday, Hera, Hamish, Hank, Harry, and Howard. And then we have the other set of pigs, Piper, Polly, Poppy, Patches, Bertha, and Betsy are all older pigs that we got earlier. And then their brothers, Prince, Porter, Perry, Porky, Pippin, Percy, Patrick, and then Dottie was an older pig as well. But that should be good for now. I believe that my husband has some work to do in the combine, so I'll be turning it back over to him.
Thank you, honey. You do good work. A mod that recently came out was called Real Vehicle Breakdowns. It's a PC only, but you guys can see in the bottom right, I have a cold temperature thing on my gauge cluster. What this mod does is it's exactly what it sounds like. You can drain the battery, you can overheat the engine, things that cause actual wear and problems where you're gonna have to fix them or jumpstart. Looks like we're warmed up. Let's try and sneak this thing out. I'm gonna let my wife get the gravity wagon hooked up. We're gonna go check the stand of corn to see if anything else is blown over, crops withered, just basic crop damage. I know it got pretty dry and hot late August, but for the vast majority of the crop, I think it's gonna turn out just fine. The combine's already been set to do corn, so we're gonna move up here to plot 30 and dig in and see what we can get. Those withered spots are from the realistic weather mod. I ended up taking that out. It just wasn't worth the realism. Stand is looking good. Ears are full. Got a potential to pull that 125. Probably only going to get 110. But it is the headlands. If we remember anything from Bucked Up Farming, this loam sand should be the best possible area in the entire field. This chunk's going to be all red, and this will be in the orangish yellow depending on its slope. This bean crop probably won't perform amazing, but the rest of our ground is not looking too shabby. Wyatt said he'd meet me over at the plot a little later this afternoon. The crop was just a little bit too dewy this morning. That was a big reason we tried doing stuff with the pigs. I remember how fast this hopper filled up when we were doing the wheat contract for Walter. Just hope that with the 4-row corn head, we stand a chance to get further than 20 feet. Okay, here we go. Separator on. Cab is shaking like a mother. Let's see what we got. It is green ahoy. Yep, we do not wait. Yes, we do need straw. We do need straw. I didn't even think about that was a way to get straw. Hang on, do I still have that dinky brown box system? Oh. Wyatt, if you could get here as soon as possible, I will pay you double. Honey, if you need me, I'll be here harvesting for the next, like, 6 years.
So you're saying I shouldn't wait up for you?
I'm saying you might need to cook dinner for the next 4 weeks. Yield's sitting right in about the 80-ish% margin. That's not too bad. We're still sitting in that loamy, sandy stuff. The biggest issue is when we're going to get to that clay portion. The clay portion is going to be registering 50 and nothing else. Even though I have a very, very small header, we're still at almost 50%. That is insane. I think I'm just going to dump before it gets too late. A little further over. There you go. Stop. 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 There you go. Good job. You would think a 4-row header would be pretty accurate on where it's picking, but the fact that the header's longer than it is wide, I believe I'm missing more than I'm actually harvesting. Here's where we're getting into the good stuff. All this is pretty much going to be straight green. So the second I get past this tree line, we are unloading on the go. Honey, come back. Houston, we got a problem. We do not have anywhere to store the grain. Other than the feed troughs for the hogs, I only have the DMI. Oh, no. This is going to be a tough one, but I wonder if when Wyatt gets out here, if we can ask him if there's any chance we can store my harvest in his bins. Just know how much we put in, and then we just take the same amount out.
Hey, Buck, you got a copy on the mic?
Yeah. What? What's happening?
I'm headed your way. Should be at your place within 5-ish minutes, give or take traffic.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, me and my wife are currently working on the headlands right now, so you can just kind of hang back at the field edge. Once I get the actual headland done, then we'll get you set up. It'll just be easier for harvesting. I guess Wyatt's making his way over. Just kind of got to wait for my wife, because I'm definitely going to fill up. He should be popping over this hill at any moment. Hi. Hi, honey. Oh, there he is. It's very faint, but you can see him in the distance. That is awesome. All right, hang tight, hon. I'm going to try and at least get back around. There we go. Let's just go check with Wyatt quick, get him set up. Wyatt, how we doing?
Good, man, good. And yourself?
Not too bad, can't complain. Hey, I forgot to radio it to you. Is there any chance that I could store any of this grain in that bin silo you guys have at the farm? I got all of this stuff ready and realized that I have no place to put the grain.
Oh yeah, Ronald won't have an issue with that. You helped us a lot when our 63 went down during the summer.
I'll keep a tally of how many wagons we bring in, and I'll give you guys a chunk of it once we're all done.
No need. That's payback for loaning us a tractor for a couple weeks.
You sure?
Yeah, we'll figure something out later.
I really do appreciate that, Wyatt. My wife's currently running the wagon, so I might put her in the combine. If you're going to be running this and she runs the combine, I'm going to catch some drone shots of you guys. Is that all right?
Yeah, just make sure you catch my good side.
Awesome. Get yourself set up. I'll have to run 3 passes to your 2, so if you could start on one end, we'll try and get ours started on the other, and we'll just meet in the middle. All right, hon, here's the spiel. So Wyatt's going to get started. We're going to try and get him going on one end, and then I'll have you run the combine while I run the drone for a couple passes. Would you rather run the cart or run the combine?
Definitely the cart. I'm surprised you're trusting me with the combine.
But you ran it before. Don't act like you're not experienced. I've seen you run the combine before. Also, honey, your wrists look broken.
What, that's not how the wrist is supposed to look?
No! You'll do great. Just don't run over me, please. Or run into the tractor.
I thought running over people was the fun part.
Yeah, not when I... No, don't back into me! Hi!
I told you I'm not good with the combine.
Clearly I can tell! Why are you picking up the scraps on the edges?
Don't you want to get the most out of your harvest?
It's not worth 2 corn cobs.
You know I'm very thorough, dear. Sometimes upsettingly so.
I guess. Wyatt, that's right, you're supposed to wait a run. While she preps to get the 3rd headland underway, look what I found on Marketplace for a couple bucks. A beacon light for the roof.
You and Facebook Marketplace.
Hey, don't sass me back. What are you even harvesting back there? I don't want to hear it.
Again, you're the one who put me in the combine.
12 seconds later.
Where are you going?
I saw a birdie. I'm not supposed to do this?
I can't blame my wife. The AI is just trying to catch all of those stupid little ones that get caught on the ends. I'm going to take this back to Wyatt's bin and we're going to get this emptied out. A couple weeks ago, Ronald finally got that engine overhauled on the 6300, so that tractor's back up and running. If the Oliver does look different, that is because this is a slightly different version of the same mod, and I don't mind. That's why it has the light on top. I can't take it off. But for kicks and giggles, it makes me laugh because the tractor now goes 33 instead of the traditional 19 or 18. This thing flies. However, I did make a promise to Wyatt that I would keep track of how much is going into the bin. So we have 7302. Get this lined up, and in you go. The envelope I'm writing this on is going to be really full by the end of harvest. Now I just got to see if my wife actually got started with the third headland or if she's still messing around with the little nitpick areas. Holy cow, I think she actually is full. That is, she got stuck. Wait, yes! Congratulations, honey! You found out how to harvest a field!
Oh, thank you. You're not condescending at all. But I'm like 80% full, so you better get here quick.
I'm on my way. Love you.
Love you too.
Hang on, honey! I'm getting there! Oh! You couldn't have went 10 more feet.
Nope. About time you got here.
There, you happy now?
Moderately.
Now that everybody's been situated and Wyatt is cutting right down the center, let's get that drone out and catch some awesome drone shots.
Then it's gone by dark. Truck, no rent, light bill card. I'm standing in line with a card half full, counting up coins, stretching this bull. Big man on TV said we're doing just fine. Stock charts climb while I fall behind. He says, cut back boy, learn to save. From a house so big it echoes when it prays. If you don't pay my bill.
I gotta thank Wyatt for this opportunity, but he is gonna let me run the 8820 for a couple of passes. This deer is an absolute beast, and if I'm correct, the 8820 is the top of the line from this line of the combines. Our yield is just straight green in the areas I thought it would be. That is so reassuring, and we don't have a whole lot of down corn. Some spots I am noticing have been affected by hail, kind of like right off to my left and just off to the right, but for the most part, this is good standing corn. Now we should be getting close to what is the clay. Ooh, clay is actually running yellow. This is good and this is bad at the same time. That means we're gonna have a lot of corn. This is the one part about the new AI that I still really do not like. In 22, I used to be able to stop my AI worker and set him in the middle of a plot, let him run, and set another one like that combine over there, and then they would both be able to just go back and forth at their corresponding pathways and not run into each other. With the new AI, it's gonna say, I need to start over there and work towards this side. So you cannot really set two combines in the same field as both hired helpers. I could be wrong, but that's my best guess of what's gonna happen if I go and set Wyatt back in the cab. What's he gonna do? Oh, there ain't no way. Holy cow, I think he's doing it. That is incredible. We're gonna keep an eye on that one, but we gotta get this one emptied out before it's technically too late, and I think it is too late. Dang it. Honey, wait. Don't start yet.
But I want to keep going.
No. Stop. Stop. Stop.
No.
Stop.
No.
Stop.
No.
Stop.
No, I'm not happy about it.
I'm sure you're not. Neither am I. Also, why did you... Why?
Because I felt like it.
Okay, now you can go.
Nothing like mowing with a single pass left.
You don't even leave a row of shame, you leave a pass of shame. Okay, Wyatt, please tell me you're gonna turn right. If you don't, I'm gonna be very devastated. Hallelujah! Wait. No. No. Okay. This works. It's not what I wanted, but I'll take it. We have absolutely nothing of the same brand in this field other than the headers that are attached to their corresponding harvester. We have Deere, we have Oliver, we have DMI, and we have New Holland. If none of you are satisfied because there's not a case, then I'm sorry, I'm doing the best I can. Hey Wyatt, by chance, do you think we might be able to borrow that Vermeer rake and try and get all this swath together so I can use my square baler?
Yep, it should still be sitting next to the cattle barn.
Might just use the Johnny Popper on it. Should have enough power. Just hop off the wagon, hon. I'll take this into the bin.
Sounds good.
So we dumped number 3. I really wish we'd have had a full wagon on the first one, but you take what you can get. The pigs aren't really in need of any food because that feedlot is built to hold however many hundreds. The supply level doesn't modify to how many are in the shed. Rather, it modifies to the whole corral. Let's catch my wife first. That hopper's massive on that combine.
Have I ever told you how interesting it isn't to look at corn?
You better get used to it, hon. You're going to be staring at it for the next couple weeks.
Can't wait.
I'm sure you can't. Hey! Don't poke a hole in the tire. We're not trying to cause expenses.
That's because I have my opinion of you.
Or you got distracted and saw a bird.
No, I would never.
What makes me sad, Wyatt, is I think your hopper is about as big as my entire wagon combined, so I kinda gotta keep you empty, otherwise I'm gonna be just trucking back and forth. For everybody that is always asking what map are you on, what are you doing this stuff with, we are on Ashton Corners. This is one of MRG's maps. It is public, but it is only on PC. I've heard it helps to unload the combine when you slow down for it to be able to unload. It's like Wyatt is empty and they've gotta be getting close. Oh yeah, one more pass with the 88 and they will be good. If you're ever curious as to how I can sometimes get the cart to follow me when I'm in the combine, that is a mod called Follow Me. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it really could be a game changer in a save game like this where you're just trying to make things work. Either she's getting into some really thick stuff or the combine just can't really handle harvesting that many rows of corn. Or I'm also full. That completes out the first big chunk. I swapped back into the combine, let my wife run the cart. She did a great job, really do appreciate her help, and she has had a massive cameo in this episode. So I hope you guys do enjoy that. I'm gonna try working on cutting off this horn and letting Wyatt do the remainder of this cube. Oh yeah, this is all gonna be green. I think she should have enough room to squeak by. Let's see. Yeah, I think she'll be good. It'll be close. Well, doesn't matter anyway. Wyatt just radioed that he is full, but we're gonna wait to send the cart because I'll just dig him out. That means we're gonna have 4 full wagons that are gonna be stored over at Wyatt and Ronald's. And we still have how many more plots to go? This lane should take me right underneath the auger. Oh yeah. Hopefully it doesn't start dumping in mine. I ain't got enough room for spare capacity. Oh. I'm full too. This is not good. We might just have to make a double trip out of this. Just hold your breath and think skinny. That's good enough to let him finish and hopefully let the New Holland get to the end of its pass as well. Just want to thank everybody for tuning in to today's old school episode. This is probably where we're going to have to leave you off, but we're going to be continuing on Harvest for the next episode or 2. If you'd like to follow along the playlist as it grows, and you can find that at the top right-hand corner of your screen right now. Other than that, make sure to keep it light, keep it loose, keep it fresh, and most importantly, keep it fun. We'll see you guys all in the next one. This is the Rental Man out. Peace.